In this module, we will be talking about decisions. Very often, we are not typing in only numbers and having the computer do crunching for us. Decisions have to be made. We will discuss one such function called the if function. The if function is a logical function, and it belongs to a class of other functions which are logical as well. What is a logical function? A logical function is a function that works with values that are either true or false. You can use the if function to evaluate a statement such as, is a particular cell equal to a certain value? And we'll see that the if function returns one value if the statement is true and returns a different value if the statement is false. Let's see how we can apply that to a simple example. Consider a company that charges differently depending on the size of the order. For example, if an order is under $150, there is a $5 charge. If the order is over $150, there is no charge. How can we have Excel express that information? Well, let's take a look. Here I put in a particular order, which is $30. The charge is $5, but I included the following. If A2 is less than 150, in this case A2 is only $30, then the comma says then put in a 5. The other comma after that says otherwise put in a 0. So in this case, the fact that the order is $30, which is less than 150, it will put in a $5 charge. And the total amount is just the sum of the A2 and the B2, which is 35. Let's see how that would work in the next cell. Well, the orders here are in order $30, $400, $90, and $650. Let's copy down this formula and let's see what results. Notice the second cell I have a charge of $0, and the reason for that is because this cell is greater than $150, therefore there's no charge. The next one is $5 because it is less than $150, and the fourth one is over $150, therefore it is a 0 charge. We can now have the total amount copied down as well, and we see that it works out the way we assume it should be. We're going to try another example to see how this can be used in a beneficial manner. Let's consider an employee who will need to stay in a hotel for 1 or more nights. The employee is entitled to a $100 a night charge from the hotel for the cost of the hotel room. When applying for reimbursement, we would like Excel to accept the charge if the employee spent less than $100. However, if the amount is greater than $100, then Excel will only accept $100. So let's take a look. This individual on Monday spent $125, and it shows us that Excel is accepting only 100. Why is that? Because we are putting in an if statement, and watch what we did. The if statement says if what is in cell B5 is less than 100, which it's not over here, then we would put in that amount. If it's greater, then put in 100. And that's what it does over here. Let's see on Tuesday if the sales rep spent $90 on the hotel. What happens? He gets $90 reimbursed. On the next day, he splurges and spends $150. We would expect it to be $100, and sure enough it is. Let's continue. Let's say he spends $100 on the next day. He gets $100. And finally, $99 on Friday. He gets here all pound signs, which means, as we know, the cell size is too small. We will increase it to see $90. So looking at the formulas, we do see how the formula changes as we go across to the right. And if we wish, we can have a total as well. And as you can see, the auto sum works not only top down, but it works from left to right. And that is the total amount of expenses, $489 in this particular case. The if statement also works with text. For example, consider the following. We have a company called Chuckle Sales, 3 employees, and we have the sales that they made during the year, and we want to decide whether they should get a bonus. It's immaterial how much the bonus will be, just should they get a bonus. So we put in the names of the employees, we put in the sales, and the bonus is determined by the following formula. If what is in that cell, B1, is more than $1 million, we put in a bonus. Otherwise, put in nothing. That represents put in nothing. And if we copy the formula down, we shall see that the second individual, Zach, does not get a bonus because it's under $1 million. However, the third person, Shiri, does get a bonus because it is over $1 million. In summary, then, we can see the syntax of the if statement on our screen as follows. If a condition value, if true, otherwise if false. And this is what we've been doing until now in any event. And if you follow that, you'll have many different possibilities in order to perform logical if statements.